Yes, so my correct people, my correct people, where are you? You're welcome to Inspiration Gist with Dora. Yes, so it's been a while that we saw our faces. Let me see. Okay, it's actually been a while we saw our faces together. And I just thought that today, let me come and see my guys. It's been a while. Where are those people joining me from Canada, from Norway, from Jamaica? I have people all over the place. I want you to, Barbara, where are you? Start coming live. Ify. Oh, I'm mentioning yes, my regular people that usually. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know whether my background, I had already scheduled those streaming. I didn't know some church will be having a program at this time, and I don't know if the noise is can you hear me very well? Please, if you can hear me and there is no background noise disturbing you, just type yes here on the chat. Yes, so thank you so much for joining me. As you can see the caption, I want us to actually look into this matter. Hmm. You know why I like this case of y'all and Mayor Edochie? It's because we are learning a lot. So women especially, we are learning a lot. For me, I'm learning a lot. Thank you so much for yes, so joining Inspiration Gist with Dora. Please, if you're here, I really thank you for joining me. Please click on that like button. Just give me a like to show that you like what I'm doing, and also it will help to invite more people, okay, to come in here. Very soon, I'll start putting out phone numbers for people to call and air their views live and direct. Yes. So my people, what I'm trying to say is that this case of your Ame Doche, we want to actually look at what see what we can learn as women, what we can learn as people in the relationship, especially marriage. Of course, when you are married to someone, you have that legal standing to claim anything. If you are just a partner, you know that these days people just live together and say they are partners or they are husband and wife. Just like Judy Austin. Judy Austin just started living with somebody's husband because nobody came out to attack her or beat her up or create scene. No, our Queen May was just being a nice woman, a mature person, a supportive wife, and all that. So she didn't go out there to fight. Of course, we know that she must have been hearing rumors here and there about this lady that is claiming to be just a colleague living with your husband in Enugu, but then she acted maturely and she never confronted or created scene. All right, so maybe they are taking that for granted. But now we are talking about someone now like Judy Austin who just started living with someone and then started building together, so to say, because she's now claiming that she built together with a guy that she contributed economically to the life of Yul Edochie and his family. So she's claiming some rights over assets now. All right, so we're talking about that. Someone here I'm saying who is legally married and that or and someone in a relationship. If you're just in a relationship because the society today seems to accept everything, and because there's so much liberty around, so you just started living with a man and then nobody came to drive you out, the family didn't come, they just allowed you started bearing children with that man, and then you started calling the man my partner, especially in overseas it happens more. My partner, from my partner you graduate to my husband, and then before you know it excuse me, before you know it, so you start feeling that it's your husband without paying your bride price, without actually getting married to you in any way. Excuse me, you started claiming that your husband. And so you are, when you're living together, you are doing a lot together, like open the business, working together, putting funds together, and you started building assets and empires here and there. and openly everybody knows you and this man that you are together. Okay, people can see, fine. You even went as far as, if you see any chick around him or anybody trying to, cheat with him on you, you fight. Okay, meanwhile there's no legal situation backing up your marriage or your togetherness. All right. And so after a while, and things start going wrong, just like we are seeing the case of Yul Edochie and Judy Austin, or Yul Edochie and May. And then there comes a problem of who owns this. Do you have rights? Do you have right? This is mine, this is mine, and this is the problem now. I want us to learn from. All right. This is the problem I want us to learn from. That's why the caption said, Yul Edochie cannot claim that house. And I want us to learn, women, a lot of us in relationships, especially marriage. I'm not talking about relations because I'm not even in support of you just going to start living with anyone. Excuse me, that's my own life, my value. I don't support it. Like, just because somebody told you just with his words that I love you, and then you say that because the person confesses feeling for you, then you start living together. I'm not even in support. I don't even recognize that. I'm not in support. So I'm talking about women who are married now to their husbands, and you have legalized your relationship the way your society accepts it. People are from different societies, and people are from different values. You can be a Muslim, you can be a traditionalist, you can be a Christian, whatever way that your society accepts, so that tomorrow it will be a legitimate relationship. Okay, so I'm talking to people who are in that relationship. Many of us women, especially who are married, don't like to be part of building the empire. Yes, we believe that it is the man that will just be building alone, and the woman is to enjoy. Well, from where I come from, I am an Igbo person from Anambra, Nigeria. Yes, it is a pride of a man to take care of his woman and family very well. And it is actually also normal that a woman should enjoy the husband's wealth. That's why the original title for married women in Igbo is Oriaku, the one that has come to, enjoy wealth. It's not our fault. So it's not our fault, but that's just the thing. But things have changed, okay? And in those days, the man owns everything, owns the woman and everything. So you just enjoy. And if somehow he's the one that would dictate everything, you're just to be saying my lord, everything. Of course, he's the one. He will feed you. He will feed you and take care of you. It will be a shame to him if he's not taking care of his wife and children very well. But as society continues to evolve and things are changing, of course, the reality of our time is different from the reality of those days. Things have changed. So today it is encouraged that any woman, okay, things have also changed in terms of how society is seeing marriages. It's no more about just the man. Women have rights, okay, over certain things, and also to take decisions in marriage and all that. And people used to say that where your mouth is, that's your money. Where your money is, your mouth should be. As in, um, if you know where you put your wealth, of course, you have some level of hold to what happens in that place. You have a level of hold to what happens. If you're not contributing to any place, you just want to come and decide what happens. I mean, it's not possible anywhere. So today, I want to encourage women, judging from what is happening now, what I've heard a lot about Yul Edochie and May Edochie and this mansion, the ownership of this mansion, who actually owns the mansion. That's what we want to talk about. And what I want to talk about, why I want to talk about it, we can share our opinion, our views on the comment section. Please Give me that like now. If you're just there, hey, thank you so much for giving me that like, and send me hi in the comment section and just tell me where you're joining from. Let us learn together. I will tell you a lot of things I have heard about this. Thank you so much for that like. Thank you. Please, you're more than 5 people here. I want to see more likes. Thank you so much. So a lot of things I have heard about the mansion, who owns this mansion. Thank you so much. Your Edochie, May your Edochie, whose money was used to build that. Oh, thank you so much, Veronica from Germany. Thank you so much. I like it when I hear people, our own setting is different from that of Germany. So I would like to hear you in the comment section how it is in your own society. So I've heard a lot about who has the upper hand, who will own who, why should it be made that will own the mansion, who can drive who away from that house and all that. We know that legally, once you are married, you own things together. But do you know that I have heard from lawyers on a radio show the day I heard about ownership of property in marriage and all that. I was so shocked. I'm talking about the Nigerian society. What is obtainable in this country? Women, come and learn. Oh. In fact, very soon I'm going to invite a lawyer here to come and educate us. So I have learned that if you did not contribute anything, forget the fact that it's your wife. If you didn't contribute anything and it's not showing on any record that you contributed, I mean, you cannot lay hold. The only reason I've seen it, please, if you're a lawyer here and you can hear me, you can either correct me or confirm what I'm saying in the comment section. The only reason you can, still be there in this country, I'm talking about Nigeria, is if you have children and who, of course, by any legal standing, they are heirs to that property, okay, and they are still young. You will stay there because the children are still young, they can't be driven away. You will still there raising the children. That's the only reason. If not, if the man wants to sell the house, I mean a house that the man built alone and you did not contribute as a woman, the man can sell the house. That's why you can see that's why you can see a lot of women, they got married, something happened, the man will just, or the family or something, before you know it, they lost the property, and then they become homeless. Like that, you can see my husband drove me or my husband people drove me because you did not contribute. Yes, so Veronica said the law. Please, yes, I want to know more about your society. I want to know more about how it happens in your society. So if you didn't contribute, not that you're contributing. In fact, that day I was so shocked. If your own contribution is that you are just taking care of the children, you're using all your money, that perhaps because someone asked a question on that day, asked the lawyer a question. The person said, okay, what if you and your husband agree that both of you are working and earning, and you agree that okay, let's have this project done. Okay, what will happen is that your money, your salary, you will be using it to build the house, whereas I will be using my salary at that period to take care of the little expenses. So your own salary, you can keep it in bulk and use it for this project, whereas mine, I use it to take care of the feeding and everything. So the man is buying things and the receipt showing that he's the one buying them in his name and everything. My dear, at the end of the day, the man can claim ownership of that house. Yes, my dear, it doesn't fail. Yes, that's what I'm trying to establish. I've heard it. The man can claim ownership of that house and leave you stranded. So if you're a woman and your own is my contribution is because someone has told me that some time ago, so let me be using my money to buy food stuff. Let him be, keeping his own in bulk so that we can use it and achieve this project. Please, I am telling you from experience now, and I'm going to make y'all Edochie matter. Okay, I'm getting there. Just allow me to establish something first. Please, if you're going to have a project with your husband, both of you should, it should be registered somewhere that both of you are into this project. For instance, if it's a land you want to acquire, a landed property, you can bring a certain percentage of the money, let it be known and documented that you brought so and so percentage. And then the document of the assets, the building or whatever, should carry your name, both your name. And the lawyer said, not Mr. and Mrs. James Okafor, Mr. James Ifeanyi and Mrs. Uchenna Ifeanyi. Let it be the, like, you are the woman, your name is Uchenna, the surname is fine, and his own is James. Let it be documented like that. Not Mr. and Mrs. just like that, because tomorrow Mrs. can change. Hey, hey. That day, my eyes opened. So, my dear people, let me land now as per Yole and Edochie. Let me land now because you know that's the caption. And it says, Yole Edochie cannot claim ownership of that mansion. Do you know why? When I heard that, I was like, no wonder. No wonder this May is very smart. Oh, that lady is very smart. Let me tell you guys, not just that they built the house together. She said, Veronica said, in Ghana, we give thanks to our former president, Law Rawlings, because his mother was a single mother. Okay. So, all right. So you see, I said that this lady is very smart. Do you know why I say so? Because right from the time they were, contributing together, unlike Judy Austin, right from, she has every tangible evidence to show that the house or whatever property, whatever empire they have acquired over the years, that she is part of it. Hey, May is very, very smart. So I'm saying that why I'm here is not just about May, for us women to learn. That lady is very smart. Do you know that your Edochie, even when you all had nothing, those of you who are just getting married, or you're about to get married, or you just got married, please learn this. Learn to contribute. You see, the first money that your Edochie, huge sum of money that your Edochie invested in his career, all right, is May's money. Are you sure? Are you guys surprised? May's money. That is the first money, huge amount he invested. You know, before you can become a producer, when you are just an actor or actress, they give you roles in movies and you play the roles. You are not getting much. You can see that's why a lot of them, once they get some money, they will start. You see them become producers. You see them become producers and all that. So you're not getting much until you start producing and directing. Thank you so much for joining Inspiration Gist with Dora. Please, as you are coming in, just hit that like button. Kilo day now, it's not difficult. Just click like. Eh? I have more than 10 people here. I need like 10 likes. Nah. Just give me that like. Thank you so much. God bless you. Because I'm talking about things that will help us in this society, things that will help us to learn. I like learning every day. Oh. I can never be tired of learning. I like learning, especially learning from people's experience. See, I don't allow things to happen to me first before I learn. I like to use people's mistake, people's life experience to learn. And that's why I'm doing this, so that we can learn, especially we women, because the society somehow, it's not actually in our favor. A lot of things, a lot of norms in the society don't favor women, and especially in this part of the world, Africa and Nigeria in particular. Thank you so much for that like. So the first money that Yul Edochie used to establish his own firm, okay, is May's money. You heard me right, from a reliable source. That's why that lady is so proud. And she cannot just imagine herself after building with this man from nothing. And you want me to start, go and start playing a league of wives, because I'm not even sure the guy will stop at second wife. He told us that whatever you see him act in movies, that's what he believes in. So he believes in traditional setting so much. You can see that in all his movies. So there you can marry four wives. They were African. His own stone age that he acts in movies. That's what he wants to live. All right. But let's leave that. So I don't even believe that if May gives in, that is going to stop at Judy Austin. He's still a young guy, 40 plus, just 40. Before he gets to 50 and he's getting more money, he can add. He can add. So, and then she will now be colleague of community of wives. That's what she will be done after building from nothing. Her money, you heard me. It was May's money that Yul Edochie used to buy the first heavy equipment that he used to start up his own business. Forget this, he's the son of Pete Edochie. Pete Edochie he has name. He is famous in the industry, but I want to tell you, he's not that rich when it comes to having so much money. That is truth. There are some careers you'll be practicing in this world. You have the name, the influence, but the cash, physical cash is not there. Your name can make way for you, solve problems that a lot of cash may not even solve for some people. You know that Pete Edochie, the time that he was actually those days of his own days in the industry, the entertainment industry in Nigeria has not become so lucrative. We know that hasn't become so lucrative. The days of things fall apart and all that, before the soap operas on the television, before they started Nigerian this thing, Nollywood. It's not that, and it's someone that takes roles. You haven't heard that this is Pete Edochie production or entertainment and all that. So even though yes, his father is famous, a legend in the industry, not that the money is there flowing. That's why me, and he kept saying it, that he was actually started from the scratch. You remember on one occasion, one of the interviews that Yul Edochie granted the press, he said that when he started, they used to give him any roles, like kissing a woman and doing this, and then he used to take those roles. But when he got well established in the industry, he stopped taking anyhow roles. That means he started from the scratch. So May was actually there then. The marriage with May is going to 20 years now, or 18 years now. So May was there. How long ago has Yul Edochie been in Nollywood industry? You all know that it's not quite a long time. So she was actually there when this guy started, when he was just still taking, roles here and there. Any role they give him, he would take. They used to give him roles of kissing women, doing it, and he said he wasn't so comfortable about that, playing the role of being maybe a shooter and all that. He wasn't so comfortable about that, and perhaps may have come up with the wife and said, I want her, if only I have money, if only I have money to buy so and so camera. I know how it is. Even this coming up to do some videos online, you need to get some things, okay, that will cost you a fortune. So must have walked up to me and said, I wish I have money to buy this, procure this equipment, procure that, and I know I can start up my own, having studied theater arts. And the May said, okay, so how much? May had a huge sum of money in her accounts that her family gave her, and also she was running a business. You can say that's why he calls her my CEO extraordinaire. Yes, she was running a business and she had money. So this guy came, and what happened? So okay, I need so and so amount of money, please. Can I just put it into this business? Women, listen, oh, and learn. Listen, can I put it in so and so business so that at least I can start my own movie production firm, and I'll stop taking all these roles, and then from there we'll grow. And I need to be, Lagos is expensive. I need to be in Enugu, and that. May agreed. And this guy withdrew this huge amount of money. Don't ask me how much, because the person did not disclose. But I'm telling you something from a reliable source, an insider. So May granted him the request and he took that money. It is on record. That's why I'm telling you, anything you are doing, in fact, that lawyer even said that day, let me tell you guys, forget. So, you see, this guy, the love he was professing for this lady, even on social media, everything, you cannot believe that as at that time, this guy was keeping a side chick. The interview he granted 2 years ago to one media house like that, I saw it on Facebook, Pulse TV, was just like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. This is a new year. It was like 3 years ago now. All the love, you cannot believe that this guy was keeping his side chick, was spending the money he was collecting from the wife. You know how this thing is now. How much does movie? See, those of you who don't know, this movie industry, what is there is fame. There's not so much money. There's not so much money. How much does a CD sell? You want to buy, assuming you don't want to buy pirated copy. You want to buy how much? Those days we used to buy 500 naira original, fake 200. Hmm? So you see, there are not so much millions there. It's just name that a lot of them have. It is just now that the social media, the popularity on social media gets money. The views on YouTube and all that, that's money. You can say that people are making money. Apart from that, it is name. So this guy actually wasn't that buoyant. And then May granted his request. But one thing I want to bring out here, which I want you to learn from, it is on record that he borrowed that money. See, that lawyer that day was saying that if you're giving your husband that money, it's your husband, I know. But life has taught people to open their eyes, shine their eyes. Said the lawyer said, please, if you're borrowing him now, make it somewhere recorded. It's not as if you're going to draft a contract and so, but if maybe the transaction details can just be a borrowed lending so that you will have it. So May borrowed him the money to go and start up. You know how it is now. Husband and wife, of course, so many times your husband would have taken money on loan from you, and you from the husband. You just mention it then as loan. Oh, I'm loaning you this money. Oh, you pay me in 3 weeks. Lie, forever, forever. You won't pay the money again. It happens. And when love is still there, the relationship is still thriving. Forever, forever, you will not pay that money. You will not bring it up again. After all, if it's your husband, for instance, he must have spent more than that money on you, either buying you things and all that. But that lawyer said, see, if you know that this money is your loan, please let it be loan. If it's a gift, you just buy your wife a car or buy her a house tomorrow, now say it will be termed gift. If the one that is on loan, please make it clear that it is loan. So that if things turn around tomorrow, some men, maybe they don't want to do it, but like we are seeing the case of juju, if it is otumoko that the other woman wants to use and collect your properties from your husband because he has done something to the man and is not behaving well again, at least that standing, that those documents will show that this is not his and the person will not collect it. Not that I'm saying that you not trust your husband though, but we have learned a lot from life. And like I'm saying, I don't only wait for it to happen to me. I like to learn from people. So that's why I'm bringing it here, so that you too, you can learn. So the money, actually, the first money that Edochie took to start his business was loan from May. You guys know that may have siblings abroad. She's the last born. She has, all this pampering has been. You can see her, she's a soft lady. If you know someone that has been pampered, she's gentle, she's not rough, not like those people that grew up on the streets. You can see the way she behaves. It is in her. She doesn't act it, it is in her. So you can see that she behaves like someone who has been shown so much love. Her family, yes. So actually, the guy took the money and then went to Enugu and of course started production. And this guy is very stingy. Oh. This guy is very stingy. And it is this his stinginess that landed him in this trouble of juju juju. Because you started a production firm or movie a production firm, yes, and you don't want to spend money on capital, on human resources. So you saw opportunity in a young girl. Let me just use that term. A young girl that is desperate to come into the industry. And perhaps you saw, oh, that she has the skill, she's smart, I can groom her. Now, in grooming her, instead of making it strictly business, you wanted to take advantage. That's how they do it. A lot of people know in the industry, the story there is so dirty. I've seen people, friends who wanted to go into the industry, but the condition they are giving them, those of them who have self-esteem, who have value, they just come out and say no. People who are talented, they will tell you, see, if you want me, I can make you popular in this industry. I can make you famous by just giving you a particular role, but see the condition. And a lot of them, they will tell you, if you pay the price today, you enjoy tomorrow. Please, if you think that what I'm saying is making sense, give me some likes at least. If you don't want to, just say hi in the comment section and say where you're joining from. Just give me like, please. Okay. Thank you so much for the like. Thank you so much. So, this guy, instead of being in business and facing it as business, he wanted to also use smartness, corner to make more money. Ask me how. Ask me how. He took in Judy Austin, who he met, okay, according to Judy Austin, he met him at uni somewhere. Let me not mention the school. In that uni, in uni, it is common. These actors and actresses and all these movie producers, they go to the university to get undergraduates to act because they are cheap labor. They go and get them. All these roles are general roles. We call waka pass roles. Say waka pass. You do it. If you are good, tomorrow they will give you another one. So maybe going hunting. He saw Judy Austin, and as fate just brought them together, he saw the desperation in Judy Austin and decided to mm, take opportunity. That is the trap, what landed him into trouble. So you took Judy Austin and taught her the business sharp sharp, and that one learnt. She learned sharp sharp because it's all about doing this and acting in her local language. She's very good at that, acting in the Igbo. So you saw it and seize the opportunity. Now, instead of minding business, you want to have extra gain by making her producer. Because if you're a director, you can't be director, producer, everything. Oh, this movie, you made her a producer, launched her name as a producer. Was she actually the one producing? Or is it not your Edochie that is doing this two things, teaching her what to do and directing her, doing it and putting Judy name? And so when the money comes, you carry the money and pocket the money and promise her love, promise her everything. For the girl is saying that you're not taking care of her, you're not paying her bills, doing this and all that, counting days, counting years. You can't get money. You dey use am produce this, and the lady is there. You are using her for years. That is why, see, for me, there are some people that are wicked. Maybe if there is even no otumogbo, maybe there is even no otumogbo. Greed. By the time you know it, you have entered into a bonding that you didn't plan for, and going out, your life is at stake. The kind of bond he has entered with Justin, I tell you people, maybe being how desperate Justin may be, must have taken him to somewhere to go and swear or have an oath, or even can be ready to buy him if anything happens. And maybe he has seen that this lady is mean and can do this and is afraid. Forget this issue of love. There's nothing like love there. It is greed that led him. So you use the money that our queen May lended you, you started a firm, but what you now did is to bring another woman to be managing with, so that you don't spend money on producers who are professionals, who will charge you a certain percentage or a certain amount to do it, because you have the knowledge. You study theater arts. So of course, in theater arts, you study everything. You can direct a movie, you can produce, but professionally you cannot be the producer and the director and the everything of a movie now. So that's why you now put this person. And no, when the money comes, she knows that she did not work for it, that you just the one doing the whole thing. And so you have been keeping the money. Now today she's claiming that where is the money? I've been worked for you over the years, the production that I've been doing, where's the money? Now she's claiming that. That is one of the things the mother is claiming, that she has. Even the friend, you saw it when they came out to Miss Yan, if I will use that expression, Sarah Martins and all that, saying that Justin contributed to feeding May. Can you imagine? Because Yul Edochie was giving her those roles to play without paying her. He was busy sleeping with her without paying her. Call her a producer. What is she producing? What did she study? Where did she learn production of movies? And she confessed in one of her a post that Yul Edochie made her everything. So in the process of teaching her that, you were using her name as the producer of those movies, and today she's claiming that she contributed. So what I'm trying to say, the money that Yul Edochie used to start up the firm, that actually perhaps from there started getting money for them to build, is May's money. The foundation is May's money. Okay. Again, May being smart. May being smart. The house, when they wanted to buy the property, what did they do? Who do we use? Whose name? I love you. I love you. Let's use our name. You're a woman. Submit. She did not. They have to use their children. They use their children's name to acquire the property. So the property in question now, I built a house in Lekki. The name in that document is the children. I think it's one of the children, that the first one or something. I'm not sure, but the children. Smart lady. Don't learn. Or if you are there looking at me now, you just got married, love they shack you. Better learn. It's not just about not trusting your husband. See, life happens. Like Yul Edochie said, that he did not plan it. So as at the time May was actually loving him and trusting him, she was correct, because his heart as at that time was pure. He didn't plan it. But according to him, life happens. So you better take notes and make provision that life happens. The man didn't plan it. It wasn't as if he was, all the way from the beginning, it was deceptive. He was deceiving this lady. No, according to him, life happens. So let's give it to him. And standing on that life can happen to anybody. Life can happen to anybody. You better learn. Tell him, anybody, that please, no, we know life can happen. As at today, this is you. You're honest. I can trust you, but life can happen. So let's take care of that by doing this that Yul May actually did. So the document is in the name of the children. And then they started building. How much does he make from movie? I tell you people, if there is so much money in movie, these ladies, the women, they will not be living this kind of poto lifestyle that they live in order to maintain the 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 position they created for themselves on social media. If they actually make money from that movie like that, the way people think that once you're acting, if they actually make, they will not be doing all this nonsense just to maintain the lifestyle, the image they've created for themselves on social media. So how much money, what's the population of the people buying? When you remove money, see movies that in Nigeria they produce movie like, I don't even know, like photocopy. This one produces today, before you know it, will not even be up to 3 months. Another one is out. Another one, oh, you've watched this, another one, the other one get discarded. So, and you take how much in this part of the world, especially your Edochie, the cinema industry is not yet. It's not on cinema. It's not. It's actually in support of the world. The cinema gives people much money when they produce movie. They first of all feature it on the cinema for some time, where you know that people go, you buy tickets, you see that how many people have attended and all that. You make some money from there. How many of your video or movies can you see on cinema? If not YouTube that just started yesterday to pay money. So all the while over the years, we're talking about those years when YouTube has not even been there to with this income that comes from it. So where's the huge amounts of money that he got? How many companies were he influencing? How many brands were he influencing? Where's the money? May was into business. And business can give money, hidden money that you don't know. May was into business. So he was bringing and May was bringing. He was bringing and May was bringing, and they built that mansion together. So y'all cannot claim ownership of that mansion today. The receipt is there. Please, thank you so much for joining Inspiration Gist with Dora. I can see more people are here now. Please just like my video. Thank you so much. God bless you. Don't be stingy with the like button. Just click on that like. Thank you so much. And I like to meet people. Just say me hi in the comment section. Let me know where you're joining from. Thank you so much. God bless you. So because I am here giving you information that will help you in life. Thank you so much for that like. And if you think what I'm doing makes sense, so why not just like my video? So as they were building, she was contributing. Forget the support, moral support, spiritual support. That one is God that rewards, and God is rewarding her right now. You can see the reward of God is already upon her. She's harvesting that because she puts in her energy in this marriage. Everything spiritually, you can see that she doesn't know any other thing apart from this God in heaven. Right from the very first time this thing started, she doesn't know any other power apart from this Papa way they up there. That's why the first statement that she made, people, when something hits you hard, that's when you want to know the content of somebody's inner content is shown when something happens to you suddenly. The first thing that happens, the first shouts, you will use it to know what this person, is. And so the first exclamation that came out from her mouth when this thing happened is, "My God will judge you both." So, being someone that has always trusted God, she was supporting the husband spiritually, physically, and also financially, emotionally. The guy said it, the guy testified that this lady actually is supportive, doesn't disturb him. And when you don't disturb a man with so much accusation, if your wife is troublesome, you make one move, she will accuse you, she will do you this, she will not give you rest. You can't go far. You go for meeting in one place like that, and you stay in an hotel 1 day, 2 days, and your wife starts suspecting, does not trust you, begin to bombard you with some messages that will make you to lose your head. You cannot concentrate. You will not go far. But if you have a wife that will trust you, anything you tell her, she believes you. You have peace. You will make progress in what you are doing. You will concentrate. Your home is taken care of. The children are taken care of. She does not call you every second to tell you that Ishina one this one has headache, this one has a stomach ache. She's taking care of everything so that you concentrate. You will know what you have because you'll be making progress. So this lady supported him. Those spiritual ones that I know is only God that can pay, because I've told you, if you don't have any physical evidence to show that you are in support, see, your reward will be in heaven. You have to suffer here first, though, and then in heaven you get your reward. But if you don't want that to be your portion, you know that you are spiritually, you are supportive. Emotionally, you are supportive. Financially, oh, please be supportive too. Pay some bills and keep record. Contribute to that project and keep record. Buy things and keep record. Pay money into his account and keep record. Makechi, because of tomorrow. Tomorrow you see is pregnant. This tomorrow you're seeing is pregnant. Nobody, I say it, nobody on earth can swear for a living being 100% about that person's tomorrow. Nobody. So, in as much as we are loving and caring, please take care of this aspect of tomorrow. Tomorrow is pregnant, loaded, nobody can say. So, your Edochie cannot claim that mansion right now as it is. He cannot. Hey, Queen May is an example of a smart brain. Queen May is an example of beauty and brain. Beauty with brain, maturity, loaded, full of content. That is why I love her. And that's why I'm promoting her course. And that's why I want to use this platform to also educate women. Learn. She wasn't troublesome. She's not proud. She does not drag anything with her husband. She does not drag a position that equity, let me say, all this women liberation. No, no, no. All the while that y'all they've been living together, she's not a proud person. In fact, she submitted herself under the man. Sote, she doesn't work, but she was doing business. She was asked to, just because of the children. Both of us cannot be career. So you can see what she has. Have you guys seen what the quality in her? That if she were like those people, she would have also been out there getting roles and also featuring in movies. But because both of them cannot be in that industry because of the children, she submitted and she was at home. That's why this Sarah Martins and Judy Austin will have the audacity to call her a housewife. That she's a housewife who was there and they were feeding her because she submitted and she wasn't coming out to, flash or wag tails. Submitted and was calm, giving birth to children, taking care of children. But one thing I like about her is that she did not lose her brain. No, she was not lazy. Because even at that, she was still working hard, taking care of. I want to tell you that it's not as if she projected or she planned or she foresaw. It was all that she's just a lucky person who God has seen her heart. There's a way that you'll be doing things with all sincerity, and God sees your heart. See, He will be directing your actions towards taking care of your tomorrow. Thank you so much for that like. I'm begging you people to please give me more like. Thank you so much. God bless you. So God will take care of you, your actions. You'll be doing some things you are doing without knowing why you're doing them. God has seen the sincerity of your heart and how you know pure and responsible, and you're dealing with your partner, there's some things that will be happening, you won't know why you're doing that. For instance, that money, that transaction, you don't know why it was documented. Maybe she wasn't even, but you know, you just see yourself, the transaction, you did the transfer, you wrote it, you say loan or something, you don't know, just on record purposes. You never had any plan that in future you're going to start dragging with that person, because at that time you're in love and you're sincere. So it's someone that her sincerity actually would have made her to become a foolish person or a loser now, but God took care of her. God took care of her and just made sure that today she's okay, because God sees her sincerity, and not just her sincerity of purpose in that marriage. She's also someone that puts her trust in God. And the Bible says that those who put their trust in God shall never be put to shame. So, in loving the husband, being nice and sincere, she also puts her trust in God. And that's why when this thing happened, the first thing she said was, "My God will judge you." She has said it countless times, that night of prayer for the man and everything. She highlighted all the things. And the most important thing that is actually helping her in this situation is that she contributed to that mansion financially. That's why she said we jointly. So it's not because you're my wife and then I was taking care of the children, you are working and building house. It's not because of that she said we jointly build the mansion. It's not. Oh, for those of us women, learn. It's not. When she said jointly built, she meant jointly built, contributing money. The other day you brought 2 million. The other day I brought 1.5. The other day I was the one that paid for the delivery of the irons. I paid 300,000. The other day they brought cement. I paid 200. The other day you sent 500 for workers. You know all those things. Be documenting them. Be part of it. Go to the site. Supervise. Pay money. Pay. Yeah, be the one. Okay, they brought cement today. You pay. Please, my dear women, because our society, things happen and we learn. It's not our fault. Things happen and we learn. So it's not a bad thing for you to learn from people's lifestyle or mistake or experience and use it to guard yourself, because you will not allow things that are happening to people and they didn't come out of it fine to happen to you. So, my dear people, you see why I said, have I been able to prove to you, like we say in those days debates, ladies and gentlemen, inconsequential panel of judges. If you're from this part of the world and where I come from and you attended secondary school, you know, around my own time, even now, that's why we say inconsequential panel of judges, my co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have been able to convince you and not confuse you that your Edochie cannot lay claims on that mansion. Whether African culture or not African culture, whether man is the head of the family or not, I have been able to convince you and educate you that as a woman, please contribute. Tell him you want to contribute too. Don't be lazy. Do something. Even as you're taking care of the children. See, in these days now, as a woman, you must be doing something. Oh, be doing something. Even when you are still breastfeeding, you can see today now that thank God for social media. You can stay at home and be doing some online things. Try and let your brain not be sleeping. Learn things, learn skills, and be doing something so that you too you contribute. When something is happening, you contribute so that when the days comes like this, other mama oh gwara oh now, you never can tell. When life happens, you will have the audacity, like May. You have the audacity to say, you see, I cannot be cajoled. I cannot be cajoled. I cannot be forced. I have taken my decision. You have the audacity now. If you don't, there's something that no matter what a man knows that if you don't worth anything, you do not contribute anything, you're just there, when the time the man will say, excuse me, this is my house. I mean, this is my house. I can do anything I like. But thank God, though, God helped her. I know it's not her plan that her marriage will go this way. It has never been her plan. But God, who sees tomorrow, who sees the end even before we begin a journey, saw it and helped her. And these things were taken care of unknowingly, you know, without planning, taken care of. And today, she can boldly say, you cannot cajole me. Yes, so my people, so this is what I brought your way today. It's been a while I saw your faces like this. Yeah, so I am happy. Yeah, so let's keep doing this. Please give me like now. Why am I begging this like? You are more than 20 people here now. Like that video if you like what I'm preaching here, or you don't like what I'm preaching. Don't like what I'm preaching. I'm preaching that we should take care of ourselves now. Take care of ourselves. The time has changed so much in this life. Oh, so many things are happening. Even a man can beat his chest today and tell you that he cannot, thank you so much, that he cannot betray you. Tomorrow, he will betray you. It will not be his fault because life happened to him, just like your Edochie said. It's even in the Bible now. So any living being cannot swear. It's only God that can tell you that this man is like this tomorrow. Jesus told Peter, say, Peter, by this time tomorrow you will deny me. Oh. Peter said, my Lord, it's not me. It's not possible. Jesus said, don't worry. I'm telling you. By this time tomorrow you will deny. Before the cock crows 3 times, you would have denied me 3 times. Peter said, lie. The same Peter that brought sword, say, who is that? Who dare my Lord? You want to cut the ear of those people that came to arrest Jesus? Ready to fight. Say, let's fight them. Was ready to defend the master. He had love for him. That is Peter. But after a few hours, life happened to him. And the next thing when they mentioned Jesus, he said, I don't know him. Oh, like, yeah, I swear. I don't know him. And that is life. What I'm trying to say to you, I'm saying it jokingly, but the serious message is there. Life can happen to anybody. So please, in loving, love with all your hearts, but learn from people's experience and take care of things that may hinder your tomorrow's happiness. Okay, it could be that thing you took care of that will even save the man, because some of these men that when those lives start happening to them, they are not in their senses. They may even want to say, the side chick or whatever can. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies Loskin. Thank you so much. I appreciate. So it may be the man is not in his right senses. And so the other side chick, knowing that, I can't move in, may want to push him. When they have done things that what our people call ekwe, what I say, let him do as I say. There are powers, so there are diabolical powers. So don't dare the devil. Oh. Don't dare the devil. So, but I know the power of God is of course surpasses them. But things can happen and people will be controlled with remote spiritually. Say, sell that house. The man will put the house on sale. So if you don't have any of this evidence or something like that, the man can sell the house. And tomorrow, I have seen people it happen to. When those evil women use them and use them and use life out of them and they get old, they dump them. they dump them at their old age, and they are not legally married to them. They are just using them. They are proud to be side chick. They don't want to be wives, so because if anything happens, they will just piam, draw themselves, and they will start looking for the wife and children that the man has dumped and even pushed out of the house or sold the house and moved with the side chick, and maybe use the money and buy house for the side chick in her name. So anything happens, they will come back and start looking for, madam, your husband. They will remind you that he's still your husband no matter what has happened. If the children are grown by then, they will remind them and he's still their father no matter what. It's still your father. See, you cannot abandon him at this time. He's still your father. They will remind you. So by then you are empty. You are empty-handed. You have lost everything. Both of you have lost everything. But if you have taken care of these things we are learning now from your Edochie and me Edochie, you are taking care of them. When the side chick, the life starts happening to the man, you will not be able to dispose of these things because at your own terms, you will also have a say, and you take it legally, like May is taking it now. You take it up legally and he will be stopped before the damage is done. So, my dear, like I said earlier, I want to go now. Yes, you stop on the hour. I have something else to do. I just came and said, let me share this knowledge I have learned from watching and following your Edochie and my Edochie story, reading a lot. This is what I have learned too. And so, your Edochie, due to all these things I have highlighted from this, story now, cannot lay claim on that mansion. Yes, and on that note, I want to thank you so much for being with Inspiration Gist with Dora till now. Thank you so much for joining me. Please continue to give me some like. And you just came across this video, this channel, you joined the conversation, you liked what is happening here, and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please just subscribe. Click on that subscribe button, okay, so that anytime I put up a notification like 30 minutes before now, before I came live. I'll be doing this especially from now onwards, so please, whenever I put a notification, you'll be notified. And like I said, very soon I'll start putting numbers there so you can call in. I can put a WhatsApp number so that those of you in the US or something, you can call in and I will air your conversation live, okay, so you can talk. Many people don't like to type, they just want to say it. So please subscribe to this channel and also like this video. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.